Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching me. This is Prophetess Monicah's official YouTube channel and you are watching me right now. You are watching me right now. So karibuni sana. I've never done live, but today we are live. And I said I want to come live because I don't want to edit anything. Yes, I don't want to edit anything. I want to give it raw. I want to give you everything. So guys, karibuni sana. If you're new here, kindly make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me that, gift. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can share this video as well on your platforms, on your status, let people, gather and let people know what I'm about to talk about. So if you need such a dress, a gown, it can be a wedding gown. Actually, this one transformed to white. It's a wedding gown. You can do a ratio gown, whichever color favors you, yellow, beige, orange, whichever color. And you can do, a pure wedding gown. If you need such a gown, birthday gown, whichever gown that you need, you look out at House of Kaluu. House of Kaluu, they are all over social media platforms. On the description, we are going to be putting their numbers there and you're going to be able to see they are affordable. They will make you look good on your day, ratio, birthday, baby showers, or even wedding. They major with weddings. So if you have a wedding, why don't you give them a job? They make your gown, they make your maids gowns, and everybody will be looking amazing. They are good people. They are along Gong Road at Prestige Mall. That is where they are. But their numbers we are going to be sharing on our, on our what do we call it? That we are going to be sharing hapo. Tunaenda kuweka namba yao. So karibuni sana. And if you want also hair like this, we are going to be putting a number there. You are doing a wedding, you need, bridal look. We are going to be putting their number. You need professional makeup. We are going also to be putting their numbers there. You reach out. Uko na harusi, pea watu job. You need even professional photography and videography and streaming live. We are going to put their numbers there. They made my birthday look amazing. You saw the pictures and I tell you, you will love their work and all of them are affordable. Ukienda na jina ya PM, we unaangukia. Ama namna gani? So guys, to the business of the day, it has been a while. So I want to talk about our church, the Prophetic City Church. What happened to our church? That is what I am going to be talking about today. Because a lot of people have been asking questions and I thought people knew what happened. But I came to realize of late, a lot of people maybe started following me later, or maybe they were not online when things were happening. And they have been like, Prof, squeeze ubiri, maswali imekuwa mingi. So I decided, let me address this once and for all and do a video specifically to say what happened to our church and what next. So I'll be sharing about what happened to Prophetic City Church Kasarani, and then I will be telling you the next step that we are going to be taking. For a while, I have been on a break of 3 months, sabbatical leave of 3 months, but I'll be back in April, and I will be telling you what I'm back with. But for now, I needed that break. I'll talk about that break. I will tell you on another video, why did I take a break and why did I stop and why all those I'll tell you. But for now, let's talk about the church. So in 2022, December, 2022, September, we were given where we were in Kasarani Equity, it was bought. It was bought by someone else and the management changed and we were given 3 months. So because they wanted to develop the place. As you remember, it was a hall. We were in a hall. So they wanted to develop a place, which they did. Today, there is a very long apartment there. So the management gave us 3 months, all of us, the shops and everybody. And now this time I said, why don't I, start buying a place or purchasing a place of our own, we have a place that is permanent. And we looked around and we found several lands. And we found this particular one that was very affordable, and it was in an, inside the estate. It was, ilikuwa imejiset vizuri. It was in a good place, for a church and all that. So that is 2022 September. around November, we started negotiations. We paid the down payment and all that. So we were asked for a certain amount of money, which we were to pay, and the rest we will be paying on a monthly basis. And in December 10th, we opened the church, or we launched the church officially. We were on hema, tulikuwa kwenye hema, on a tent. So we Bishop Makarioki, our cover, our spiritual authority, came and launched the church officially. That is December 10th, 2022. December 11th, we did our first Sunday service because it was on Saturday. So the following day was on a Sunday. We did the service there under the tents. And December 12th, it was Sikuku. It was inakwanga Sikuku gani hiyo, by the way? Yeah, 12 Jamuhuri. So that is on Monday. On Tuesday, we began building. Those who know me, those who have been following me, I didn't even go for Christmas. December 2022. Nilikuwa kwa ground. I was the foreman. I was the manager. I was the the person, kwa ground, the person making things to move. Because if you know, if you have ever built, you need to be present. So we began our foundation on 13th December 2022. And actually, I'm the one who launched it. And I dug, muliona nikichimba mutaro ya foundation. I dug the foundation mutaro. So we began building December 13th, 2022. Come December 31st, my friend, tulirukia mwaka hapo. We crossed over to 2023 in our own, church, in our own premises. By that time, hey, speed. The grace that the Lord has given me, one of them that I know, and I know for sure God have given me, it's grace for speed. So by that time, the church was like, it was covered. It was fully covered. It was, we raised it a little bit with stones, and then mabati, iron sheets, and then tukaweka mabati juu. So it was all covered. What it didn't have on 31st, it was only windows and doors, and the floor, of course. So it didn't have windows and doors. I remember we were putting some tents and all that on the windows. But first Sunday, after we did our first Sunday on the tent that we hired the day we were launching the church, the following Sunday we did our first Sunday without iron sheets, without anything, under the sun, with umbrellas. I wish I had those photos. I would have shown you. Those who have been following us, they know. And it was an amazing. Actually, if you ask me what service was the best ever in my life, I think it was that. I don't know. I felt good. People came and we didn't have anything. We were like under the sun, for real. We were, if you don't have an umbrella, you burn. So we did that service. So on that first, we were doing, that is the time we were doing windows and doors and all that. Come January 2023. By 31st of January, windows were done, doors were done, everything was done. We were remaining with the floor. Now we began the floor, we began working on the finishing part. And by around May, yes, around May, we were even having, I think May or June, we were having tiles. Yes, around May, we were having even the tiles. And my friend, this was a big church. It was, when we were measuring it, we were doing a church of 1,000-seater. You know the small seats without handles, they could fit 1,000 of them. The ones with the handle, they could fit around 800. The ones with the handle. So it was a big church. By that time, we had done 4 Sunday school classes. That is 2023 now. We had done 4 Sunday school classes, and we had done administration block. That is the official block. My office, the office of the workers, the office of the pastors. So we were like 80% done. That is by May. Within 5 months, my friend, we were there. What was remaining was tiles in the Sunday school classes and the offices, and ceiling, That is the gypsum part, the finishing part, but anything else was done. In the church, we were just remaining with the altar. The altar was just cemented. We wanted to do the carpeting. We wanted to do the gypsum, the lighting, we want to do something beautiful. So we said, let us finish with Sunday school and offices and everything else. We remain with the altar. We give it all because we wanted to give the best of the best altars, the beautiful one. So we were like 80% done with the Sunday school, with office, with the church. Now that is around May, June. July, I receive a letter from a lawyer that I'm trespassing Prophetic City Church. You are trespassing to, now I don't want to mention the name, the owner of the land now, another person that I have never heard, I've never seen. And mark you, all these months, we are paying every month. We had paid the deposit, good money, and now we are paying every month. We are paying every month, we are paying the rent. Now, because we paid the portion of money and then the rest we were to pay with several years on a monthly basis. So we are paying. So July, I receive a letter. And if you're watching, please let me know where you're watching from. I just want to know that Niko na watu, by the way. Niko na watu. Am I having people? Let me know where you're watching me from. And, you can say hello. You can say hi, please. Kama unani watch. Nisikue naongea hapa story peke yangu. So in July 2023, I receive a letter from a lawyer addressing Prophetic City Church. You are trespassing the premises of so-and-so, and you are asked to vacate within 21 days, or else you will be evicted. So I receive a letter from the lawyers, and I read the letter. I try to call. Nobody is answering my calls. The lawyer is not answering my calls. The number they have put there for the law firm. And now I was like asking the person that sold me the land, sell me or sold me? Sell me the land. Oh God. You understand the English now. I was calling the person that gave us the land and I'm like, which letter is this? I went to the office and they told me, you don't worry, pastor. Don't worry. These are con men. There is nothing like that. The land is yours. And mark you, we have documents. And you may ask, did you do due diligence? Yes, we did. We did. Before we purchased, after we purchased, actually our chairman is our witness. The chairman of the church used to go like every month to counter check and he will find the names are okay, everything is okay. So, and we did this with the presence of a lawyer. We had the lawyer from the other side and our own lawyer. So we didn't do like something, because we are looking forward to purchase this land forever. It's ours. We're gonna settle here. So we were not doing any shady job. We are not doing any guesswork. We knew what we were doing. So I paid, or rather we paid a lawyer to do the due diligence, to do the paperwork. Actually, she did the paperwork. She did everything needed, the contract, everything. We were paying the lawyer to do the work, and we were very certain that everything is okay. So now I received this letter and nobody is, giving me answers. When I asked the owner of the land who is selling us the land, he's like, no one, the land is yours. Nobody should touch you. And, they are really like protective and all that. So after 21 days, there comes people. Yeah. There comes the tinga tractors. And I'm called by the watchman of the church. Hi, pastor. There are people here. They are with tractor. They want to demolish the church. They are saying they have been sent. And I will not just share the details, but from where I was, I ran to the church. And then I'm like, who are you? We are told you were given the letter 21 days ago. And there is nothing you have done. So we are told to come and evict the premises and all that. So I told them, give me the number. And they gave me the number of a lawyer. I called the lawyer, was like, you saw our letter? I said, yes, I saw your letter, but I tried calling back, nobody to answer me and all that. So I waited for you people to come. So he's like, now we need to do, eviction, because we gave you the timings. According to the law, if you're trespassing in someone else's premises, you are supposed to vacate that premises within 21 days. That is the law. So he told me that and all that. So I had now to run very quickly. I had to look for police. I had to look for help from our Kasarani police station. And I was really helped. And the guys were told to go, and then we can talk. We can talk with the owner, or we can talk with whoever, so that we know what next. So after that, I had to appeal, and I had to go to court, and I have to, I had to fight, because this is our premises. We are buying it. We are paying it every monthly. We are paying. And let me tell you, by that time, I had invested all. Anything I used to get from anywhere, it was going there. Our members invested. God bless you, PCC members. People online invested. People actually, sorry, I forgot to mention this. When we began building, our account, the church account, was having around 380,000 when we began building. 380. We didn't have any other money. Our treasurer paid for stones, Kakoto concrete. She paid for cement. She paid for the things that we needed to do foundation with. She paid every money, and it was over. We didn't have any other money. So I came online. I remember coming online, and my mic should be okay. I came online and I told you guys, from day one, we only had around 380 something. From day one all the way to the time we are building Sunday school and all that, I was coming asking people to give me cement, to give me iron sheets, to give me metal, and people really gave. PCC members, they gave. Online church, they gave. My friends online, they gave. My followers, that is why I love you people. That is why I love you. Simulijenga kanisa. And the church, when I was looking for receipts, when you pile up now the receipts, I wanted to see. The church really costed, the church Sunday school and all that, everything costed around almost 3 million. Building alone, buying the building materials, because like iron sheets, I remember the first bunch of iron sheets, it costed us 400,000. The metal, the first bunch of metal, it costed us around 500,000. And that is the first bunch. I'm not talking about everything. So the entire building of the Sunday school and classes, offices, church, it was around 3 million. And this 3 million, we only had, not even, I think we had 10% of 3 million, 300,000. I think we had 10%. That is what we had in our account. And I'm telling you, people gave generously. I could see a lorry coming, and it comes and it is like, I have been sent to bring this metal here. I have been sent to bring the cement here. People that I don't know, I have never seen. Some of them, they are in the country. Some of them, they are in the US, Canada, UK, Germany, abroad. Some of them, they are in Gulf, Middle East, Lebanon, Dubai. I have never seen you. My goodness, you are such a darling. You are such a wonderful people. When it comes to the things of God, you mean business. People really built that church. We didn't have struggles. It was smooth. When you hear within 5 months we were done with a 1,000-seater cathedral, I'm telling you, God can use people. So people really gave. Our church really gave. Actually, we had even a challenge. Those WhatsApp challenge and all that. Today we have a guest, it's PM, and then what wanakuja, we give and we raise 50,000 one night. People really, really gave, because we were settling and we knew we are settling. My business, PM Mavazi, did an amazing job. Anything I used to get, ilikuwa inaingia hapo. Everything ilikuwa inaingia kwa kujenga. A lot of things, even some properties here and there, because we needed to purchase and to get the place. So, where were we before I was saying thank you to you people, because you really helped to build the church. So now we started the case. That is how now the case began in the month of August 2023. We began the case. We did the case. We started going to the court. We hired lawyers, like it was overwhelming. It was crazy. We were getting online. I remember we were getting our chairlady was getting online, our treasurer and some of our leaders, they were getting online to listen to the case and all that. Inapushiwa. We will go, and I tell you, it was hectic. I will not lie. It was very hectic. It was tiring. It was draining. It was bad because we didn't know what will come out. We were like, we don't know where we will go after this. We have nothing. We have spent all our money. The church has no money. Members has no money. Like, because we were building. When you are building, you don't even put anything in the account because you want to put their styles. You want to put, So we were like that. And now we stopped even finishing. We stopped with everything because we could not continue. That is August, September, October, November, December. Now we are getting to 2024. And that December, I remember that December was very hard for me because my grandma, who I'm named after, the one that we buried last year, she began getting sick in November. So by December, she's admitted in the hospital and they are diagnosing her with, things that, I don't know, the money is needed. And let me tell you, this, you will understand me for fact if you're a firstborn and if you have gotten out of your village and come to Nairobi. When you are in Nairobi, they know you are the person to give, you are the person to take care of, and that is nature, and it is the way it is. So I'm in Naivasha every weekend. I'm in Naivasha every week. Actually, not weekend, every week to check after my grandmother. I loved that woman. May she rest in peace. Sure. May you rest in peace. So that month of December, now things were bad. We are having court case. I'm having a sick person, and she, instead of getting better, she's getting worse. I'm drained. I was feeling tired. I was feeling frustrated. I was feeling angry. I was feeling everything you can name, anything. So that is December. Now January 2024 is here. The case is continuing. Sometimes we will have hope. Sometimes no hope. Sometimes we will have hope. This month, no hope. The other month, it's like it's favoring us. Then the other month, it jumps the other side. Hey. Then that time now we began negotiating with this other guy because now we are like, if we do not win the case, what will happen with our building? We have invested a very big building and classes of our children and offices. We have really invested. So we started now like negotiating. If we don't win the case, what will happen? And this guy, we started now, talking to him. I remember even Bishop Makarioki trying to talk to the guy, calling for dialogue, calling for, memorandum of understanding. Oh, that English is very, very powerful. That one, I don't know what it means, but dialogue. We started like, trying. And this guy, we had never seen him with our eyes. What he used to do is to send us the lawyers. But now we really like pushed to get the number so we could talk to him over the phone. So I don't know this guy until today. I don't know which color he is, I just know his name. I don't want to mention his name, but he was a Kikuyu based in the US. So this guy, we are calling him for meetings. He's not appearing. Who is appearing? Lawyers. Because we wanted to come and sit down and ask him what is, like how and all that. But from the story, he began buying the land 2008 as we were purchasing 2022. He began 2008 and 2014. These people that were selling him the land, they denied the documents. That is his story. And he went to the court, and after that, he was given the documents because he finished paying. So he had documents that are original, and us, we had documents that are original. Woo! Kenya. There's nothing. Yani, nini haiwezi fanyika Kenya? Kama sasa tunaweza pika chapati milioni moja. Hey, Kenya nini haizi fanyika? Like he had documents, we had documents. And then you may ask, what is happening to the landlord all this time? He ran off. He ran away. I could go to the office, I'll find the father, because we were dealing, whoever had given us the land was the son. I don't want to mention their family. If I mention them here, I know you will scream because you know them. They are con people here in Nairobi. They are conning everywhere. They are conning churches. They are conning people. They are con people. They are. I don't want to mention them. Allow me not to. I know some of you munasema, walete hapa tuwapige mawe. Allow me not to. But when I mention like that, those people who have been following, you know, land issues and all that, you may know who they are. So the son ran away. His number is off. In his house, because I knew his house, he's not there. The wife is not there. The children are not there. They had rented their house. So I'm getting tenants in the house. And they're like, no, si tumekodisha huku. So I didn't know where to get the guy. But the father is still there in the office. I had to go to the office and, you know, like, I need to talk to your son. And then he will direct me to his lawyers. That is now venye niliachwa kwa mata. That was bad. That you cannot get this guy. You talk to him through the lawyers. So it was very bad. So we tried to negotiate with our guy here. But now he cannot come physically. If we tell him to come physically, I remember even Bishop Mark telling him, why don't you come to my office? He was saying, for my security reasons, I cannot. And he was here in Kenya on and off. On and off. So that is now 2024. That is January. We came February. So we lost my shosho the last week of January. And we had to arrange the burial. November, December, January, February, they were the worst month ever in my life. Because I'm losing two things that are so dear to me. My grandmother, who is so close to me, and the church. It's my calling. It's what I'm called to do. And now I see it sliding from my hands like this. Something I've invested, my, you know, my everything, my sweat, my faith, my emotions, my everything I've invested there. And now I could see settlement. I could see us settling down. And now here, the other side, Shosho is gone. Now, two things that I love the most, they are sliding like this as I watch. It was hard. But in all that, I could preach, I could smile, I could show off like, you know, hi guys, I could come sell clothes. Hush, being strong is work. Being strong is another thing I have. I don't know. I will not say I regret being created strong, but those 4 months I regretted. Because no one is understanding what is happening to my life. No one is understanding how I'm feeling. You tell people how you're feeling, and then they are like, but you are smiling, but you are good. PM, you are okay. And that time you're feeling like, I don't know, you just want to run away and go very far away where people do not know you. But you don't have even a chance to run away. You are running where? You are waited to go arrange the burial of your shosho. You see, your church have crisis, but at home you are waited. I remember I went and camped. I camped. Is that English? Yes. In Naivasha, a whole week. From the time my grandmother passed, the following day, I was in Naivasha all the way till we buried him. We buried her. Imagine. Because now I have to arrange this. There is eulogy, PM. There is what? There is service providers. Yes, there were people helping, but without me saying yes or no, they will not move. I'm telling you, it was hectic. Now the other side, you are calling, hey, chairman, how was the case today? It was bad, but thank God for the grace. Thank God for the strength. Those were the days I was wishing, like, I was wishing to just fly like this and go. I don't know where, but it was tough. So we buried Shosho. May she rest in peace. February. Now, March, April, May, things started boiling. Things started boiling. Frustration started coming. You know, like they will build, you will come and they have built a very tall fence. Hey, hey, things began to unfold like, get out of here, you people. Get out. You know, like now they started frustrating us, pushing us, and now members, they started feeling like, no, we are not safe. Like we are not safe. That is around March, April. It was bad. You will, one day I remember we were in retreat in, Arboretum retreat with the leaders of the church, you know, the leaders of departments, the leaders of the church. We were bonding and we were trying, you know, to pray together and to come together, think together. And then I receive a call. The tractors are here. They want to demolish. I remember that time we were in Arboretum. I told the guy, let them demolish. I'm not coming. I'm not calling anybody. If they want to demolish, let them do it. Let them do it. I give them permission. I was tired because now frustrations were all over, especially on Saturdays. You know, tomorrow is Sunday. Now on Saturday, something must happen. The wall, whatever, you know, tractors. I told them, you know what? Demolish. I am done. I don't know what to do next. We are at Arboretum. I remember telling the leaders, after retreat, you know, I told them the kind of the phone I received and all that. They were like, is it demolished? So we were looking at the CCTV and we saw it is still there. So after that, our members began feeling insecure, which is normal. And now they started like, you know, dropping. Like on Sunday, you will find we are 70. We are used to be hundreds. Now we are 70, we are 80, we are 100, 120, you know. So all the way coming down. So when we realized we are 70, 80, we realized we are not even halfway. We are quarter. And we started now asking, what should we do? So we decided, as the case continue, we look for a place where it's secure, where we have peace. Especially we were looking for peace of mind. You know, that peace, to have peace that we are not going to be ambushed on a Sunday service, you know, by tractors and we see everything, you know. So we began looking for a place. We sat down with the leaders and we reasoned, what are we gonna do? So we said, let us first of all do the first things first. Let us vacate and look for a place and leave this place until the case is ruled and or whatever will happen. So that is how now we did an exodus to town. Why town? You may ask, why not in Kasarani? We looked everywhere in Kasarani. We looked everywhere along the road. We could not find even a hall. If we could not find anything, we looked and looked for 2 good months. We could not find any hall because we didn't want a land. We wanted a hall because already we have our own land. So we wanted a hall. So we landed in town where I used to be, where I began the ministry, that is Nasiko Chambers. So that is where we went back because it was vacant on Sundays. So we did an exodus. We went to town and it was smooth. And people that time, they were supportive, they are giving, they are doing everything. Actually, all these things we are doing, I'm not doing alone. We are doing with the leadership of the church and the members and people. And we, you know, and for the first month, we used to even pay bus fare. Let me tell you, don't joke with ministry. If you're not ready for ministry, please relax, give yourself time. Ministry is work. You can imagine you are paying for transport because there are people in Kasarani. They used to wake up, take a shower, cross over that, you know, lane and come to church. They don't know how to use fare. They have never used fare to go to church. So we needed to secure our members. So for a whole month, the church was paying for a bus fare, almost 2 buses, 2 matatus, the ones that they needed, you know, they were not used to. So we really needed them to transit smoothly. Transition is bad. No transition that is simple, no transition that is soft, no transition that is smooth. It is very rough and tough. So we wanted our members to feel the smoothness of transition. We wanted them to feel the easiness of transition. So we used to pay fare for many of them. So a whole month we did that. We are paying at Nasiko Chambers around, I think it was around 80,000. because we used to do services on Wednesday and then on Sunday. And we used to do the Refined Women service. We used to do, which other service? Acacia. So we had like 4 services. So all of them combined together, and together with the, with when you put the workers, it was going around 120. Yeah, I think so. 120, because we had to pay the keyboardist, we had to pay the main leader, praise and worship leader. We had to, like appreciate them for them to be able to have bus fare to come. These are the days are gone that we used to do ministry just for free. I remember when I used to be a praise and worship leader in a church in Nairobi city center. It was called Oasis of Grace Church. I was a praise and worship leader there. We were not paid. We were not. Hey, I remember you used to be given 200 for fare. Hey, it was a miracle. I remember I used to walk from Huruma. I will pass by hii place inaitwaje huko Huruma Madhare. I come and pass by Karioko, I pass by Gikomba, I come to church. Ninaenda kwa choo ya Kanjo, I wipe my clothes, not clothes, shoes, because I have really walked. And my friend, I will sing. You will not know that I walked. And that time, Jimmy was very young. I'll carry him. Yes, in my back. I'll come lead the service and all that. Then in the evening, if I find someone to feel sorry for me and they give me 50 shillings, well. If I'm given by the office 100 bob, well. If I'm given 200 bob, it's a miracle. And then sometimes I'll go and sleep hungry. And hey, my friend, we used to do ministry. The people that know those days, they know what I'm saying. Like you are not waiting for anything until one day the women said, Nyambu. By that time, my name was Nyambu, not Monicah. Nyabura, Nyambu. Nyambu, she's really wearing one thing for so long. You know that skirt, they saw you on Sunday, second Sunday, that Sunday, a whole month, second month, it has started fading. The color, you cannot understand whether it's brown or cream. Are you understanding? Those are the days you will wash your bra and you wash your panties and you dry them like this and you do like this and you hang them. In the morning, you wear them because you don't have to. Ay! Mungu ametutoa mbali. Mungu ametubeba. Hey, so where were we before I gave you that story now? Where were we? Okay, we went to town. So when we went to town, Nasiko, so things were different because now the money is needed. And remember, we have come from building. So we didn't have financial stamina. We were weak financially because we are coming from building. Everybody was weak. Everybody in the church, because they are the same people that have been giving and building. So it was just straining and all that. But God has been faithful throughout. So Nasiko, we stayed there for 2 months, if I can remember. We stayed there for 2 months and then we had to relocate. Why? Because Nasiko Chambers was not our fully hall. It was not fully ours. Am I speaking good English? It was not fully ours. Yes. It was not fully ours. So every Sunday after we finish our service at 1 p.m., it was supposed to be 1 on the dot or some minutes to 1. Because after that, another person was coming for a service at 2 p.m. So after we finish our service, we had to remove everything, our equipment, and put them to a store. And that store, we are paying for it as well. I want to show you how hectic it was. Every Wednesday, we remove our things after the service. We keep them. Every Friday, we remove, we keep them in the store. So it was very hectic. And our PS system started breaking. Yeah, today the keyboard has no, I don't know which note it doesn't have. How did it come out? We don't know. Mixer is not working. Whatever is not, the PA system was damaged. The speakers are, I don't know, the Twitter. It is not working. Why? It has cut itself from the speaker. It has dropped. I don't know what. And every week, our PA system was to be checked. Every week, we used to spend around 10,000 to 20,000 taking care of the PA system. So we said, this is too much. And again, the people now to carry those things from the store to the church, from the church to the store. My friend, there is a time I even carried them because people have not come. And the service is supposed to begin. I remember me carrying them with Kina Eva na Mary wasichana, and we are, we tunangangana na speaker ya bass. You know how heavy it is, eh? You are preaching and then you are feeling pain. You are wondering, what am I feeling? Kumbe ni speaker uliinua. So it was very hectic because now, and the people that are supposed to carry them, they are also working. So watachelewa kwa traffic. What will you do? And they are late. The service has to begin. The service has to begin. It has to start. Okay. Let me tell you. Past tense. Na present. Na whatever. Nilipata wacha nisiseme kenye nilipata, lakini literature nilipata A. Lakini hiyo ingine, that is why I'm a good storyteller, but I'm not good in knowing past tense, present, participant. Thank you. You understanding me? Bora tunaelewa. Okay. Now it became so tiring, so hectic. You will find now it's my secretary and my PA that are, removing the things and taking them back. And they are girls. So it was very hectic, very disturbing, because now I was seeing the phone of our technician. I feel in the stomach because I don't know now what is it? Which speaker is not working? Which monitor? Which keyboard? Every week, I'm telling you. So we are really damaging our equipment. We are really getting tired, and we needed our own space. That if we set our equipment, we just come and touch the button to start, on and off. And we began now looking for a place. And that is how we landed at the Green Court Hotel at Latema Road, where now we began. And you saw Bishop coming to dedicate the place because it was fully now ours. Now there, it was very good, amazing. We were just coming, put on the equipment. When we finish, put off, cover our equipment, go home. And we began very well. And because it's our own place, we say, let us even try lunch hours, morning devotions. And we really did. I started morning devotions and lunch hours. And we needed to start this. Why? Because the rent was high there. The rent was very high there. And we are having workers. We had our keyboardist and our drummer. We had our lead vocalist, because you need them every day. So you have to put them on salary. And we had my secretary, who used even to cook for us lunch, to give us tea in the morning, because we are in town as early as 5 a.m. So those are 4 people. And we had the media person to stream, the services live and all that. Those are 5 people. These people are under the salary, and we have the rent. So now the budget has expanded. And this is around July or June 2024. That is last year. Around June, July. So we began our morning devotions that were very powerful, and lunch hours, you are following them. Now the problem is this. People are so comfortable watching more than coming physically. Let me tell you, I used to get on live like this, Morning Glory. And when I got on live Morning Glory, 300 people are watching, 400 people are watching, but I have 3 or 4 or 5 people physically. The lunch hour, the same. It was so big online, but it was so small physical. Then finances were not. Actually niliwaitisha sadaka, hamkuwa mnatoa. Watu 300 mnaniangalia. Na waambia toeni sadaka, hamtoi. Haki ya nani? Hamkuwa mnatoa. Haya, tunaenda lunch hour. Watu 500 mnani watch. Tukimaliza hiyo live hivi, 20,000 views, 30,000 views. Na hamtoi sadaka. Imagine. So, the finances were not flowing. Then, everybody is drained at this particular moment. Our members of the church are drained. We cannot do a lot like we used to. Me personally, I'm drained. Actually, at that time, it was chaotic. It was bad with my business. Because now PM Mavazi began paying the bills. PM Mavazi began paying the bills of the church, paying my workers, paying everything. So it started shrinking. My business started shrinking because I'm not able to bring stock like I used to. So it started going down. So around August, the case is, continuing. We are doing the case, but now at least we have peace of mind. We are peaceful where we are, but the case is continuing. In August, it was the D-Day. August was 1 year exactly from when we began the case. We began the case 2023 August. And now in August, judge said, I am ruling the case after now listening our side, listening this side and listening that side. Now he was ruling on August last year. And we were praying. All this time we are fasting. All this time we are praying. We are trusting God for a miracle. We were hopeful. We never did. We never judged God carelessly. We never got angry with God. We never carried offense with God. We refused to do that. I used to talk to my members like on a daily basis. I used to tell them, you cannot allow to be offended by God. You cannot allow to ask God questions. And I used to encourage them so much. So in August, we are still doing our lunch hours and morning devotions, and we are continuing. The church is doing its best. Whichever is found, we collect together with my PM Mavazi. We collect together and we pay bills. Come August, and the church finally was told the land belongs to the other guy. That is the worst day of PCC. When we heard that he won the case and the land is his. And we are given, by the way, we were told we are given 3 days to vacate. 3 days to vacate 1,000-seater house, 4 classes of Sunday school, and they are not small classes. It's a class that can handle around 30-40 children. Yeah, around 30-40 children. So it's big classes within 3 days. And then we are told we need to vacate. So it was bad. This time they are demolishing. I'm going there in the morning. Before they started demolishing, now I had to, because 3 days were not enough. Actually, this 3 days they were not even enough to bring down the sanctuary. It took them, I think it took them 5 days. So I had to appeal. And I appealed and I said it's not possible, and I gave my reasons and all that, because we needed to bring out that building slowly, because we wanted to save our things. Actually, they are here outside. They are here in my compound. They are here. The metal, the iron sheets, they are here outside here. When I wake up, I see them every day. When I'm passing, I see them. It is well. So I told them we cannot. So I appealed, and I was given, was it a month? Because I was asking for a month. I think either a month of something. I was added timeline. So we looked for the fundi who put the place. He knows where he put what. So we needed him. So we looked for him. And we talked and we told him, we want you to bring this thing down. Oh, guess how much he's asking to do that job? Hey, let me tell you. He asked for good money. And now we don't have even that money. Now is to tell him, you take what we have for now. Because if we don't remove this within this time we are given, they will come with their tractor. You know, evictors, what they do? They don't pick at like this, at they pick that, put it, they'll come with it. And they will start, and they will monda. They will go on top of that mabati, and they will crash like this. So we didn't want that to happen, because we are feeling we will waste a lot. At least even if they have taken the land, at least we need the materials so that we can use them in the future. So we really needed them. So we looked for the fundi, and they comes and they started, the job. Wakaanza. They started the job that took them a whole week. They began on Monday. They finished on Friday. So that I'm going in the morning after lunch, after morning glory, I rush to Kasarani, look at the job, the way it's done and all that, and then go back for lunch hour. And that week, I really want to thank God for the elders of the church. They were there, camping there. Some of them even day and night. God bless you, wherever you are, you know yourselves. They were there, to take care of our things, because you will also not give the fundi na watu wake, it's like 10 people working. You will not just say they are there, they are taking care of. We need to be there. Even if they are working, we need to be there. Some of us need to be there to look after our things when zimebomolewa zinaingizwa kwa gari. So they are elders that were really selfless. They were there for a whole week. Some of them, they will not go to work. They are just there looking after our things. Oh my God. Si Mungu awabariki watu. Si Mungu awabariki. So it was a tough week. I remember even one day I broke down on the altar doing lunch hour. I could not preach. I tried. I cried and cried like 15 minutes. And then I collected myself together and I preached at least for 10 minutes. But it was a tough week. I'll be sharing on another video how I was feeling at that particular moment, and how did that scenario left me. Because the reason why I even took a break, I'll be telling you on another video, because I almost broke down. Those people that say there's nothing like depression, it is there. So, but I'll share on another video as well. I'll be telling you how I was feeling about all these things now when I'm alone. When I'm on the camera preaching, praise the Lord, we need to be strong. That is when you put on the garment of hope, garment of faith, garment of grace, garment of, everything, and you collect yourself together and you come and preach. But behind the curtains, it was not easy. I'll be sharing that on the next video, so you keep on checking. So the church was down, and we carried the things and we brought them, and that is how our church got demolished. So the people that have been asking about what happened, I've given you the story. We tried. Our bishop tried, Bishop Makarioki. Our elders tried. Everybody tried. We tried. But the case was done. A whole year we fought a battle. A whole year we prayed. A whole year we fasted. A whole year we did all we knew how to do. But the case was ruled against us. And we had to let go, because we didn't want now chaos and all that. We had to let it go. It was not easy, if you ask me. It was tough. Last year was the toughest years of my life. The year I have cried. The year I have mourned. The year I have grieved. The year I have, I don't know. It was one of the worst. And mark you, 2022, December, all the way to last year now when the church is being demolished, I've never rested, never gone for vacation, never gone for break. I was just pushing, building the church. Immediately we are finishing building the church, the case began. Now I started the case, pushing. Like I was like marathon, every day, marathon, every day for 2 good years. But thank God I never broke down. Thank God I never, got burned out. Thank God. God really kept me. But I'll be sharing after hii kisanga ya kubomolewa and all that, there was a shake up somewhere. Now, August was over. Now come to September, October. The rent is an issue this time because we are drained. All of us, including me. PM Mavazi is locked. Why? Rent issues. I have not paid rent for several months. And now it has no stock. It is dry. And the church members as well, they are drained. And you can understand, these people have gone a marathon of 2 years. What do you expect? They are drained as well. Everybody's drained financially. Everybody's drained even emotionally. Everyone. So by October, the shakeups of the rent and all that. So now we had stayed without paying the rent. We had deposits that we had paid. So the deposit are coming to, to be exhausted in the end of November. And now I go to the management and I'm like, we cannot, because we tried. And now the only business that was giving me income is also down. Down, it is locked. We cannot go and sell anything. If there is a period, you can even see there is a period that, that we stayed without even posting, because we will post and are we going to sell? We didn't have even things to post. The what was remaining was, stock that is old and like we didn't have money for, like it was bad. So I talked to the management and I tell them our case and all that. And I told them, allow us just to get out after our deposit is over. Our deposit was ending by November last year. So they said, it's okay, Pastor. If that's what you think, it's okay, because we wouldn't also want to harass you for the rent. And we agree. By that time, the shakeups are everywhere. Now even the salaries have been slashed by half. That time we are not even doing lunch hours. We are not even doing morning devotions, because now the money to give the workers for fare and all that, there is nothing. So we had stopped. So by November, we decided, let us do online. Do we do online? Yes, let us do online, as we check if we can find somewhere else that is cheaper, especially out of town. And we looked around. We could not find anywhere cheaper. We could not find anything, affordable and all that. We decided, let's give ourselves maybe a month or two, because we are getting to the end of the year. We do online services. By January, we can reopen the church somewhere else. That is how we got online. And we began online services on Sundays. And by that time now, I was totally drained, and I was breaking down slowly. And I could tell people close to me, even family members, I'm not okay. I'm feeling I'm not okay. They're like, hey, you are a strong woman. If you say you are not okay, who will be okay? I'm telling them the way I'm feeling. I'm not okay. And I could go for therapy. I could go for counseling. I could, like you feel you are not good. You are not okay. It reached a time like I even needed medications for me to sleep, for me to relax, for me to feel, like I'm okay. And people were really on my case. You are okay. You are a strong woman. And I want to talk about that in the next video. When someone says they are not okay, please allow them to be vulnerable. Allow them to be human. People are like, they don't want me to be human. They want me to be Prophetess Monicah that they used to. Prophetess Monicah that is very strong. But they forget these are Prophetess Monicah who have lost a church. Prophetess Monicah who have lost a family member dear to her. Prophetess Monicah who have lost a business. I'm just there. I'm feeling headaches. I'm feeling, I don't know. I could not even explain. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling worn out. I'm feeling, I don't know. And then by that time, I'm preaching online and I'm feeling, no, I'm not I'm like, I'm not delivering. I'm not the Monicah that I know when I preach. And as I finish, because I want us to hear the other video will be more of, me and the feelings and the emotions that I went through that period. I felt like if I continue pushing, I will break down. I wake up and see the metals and the iron sheets of the church. It's on Sunday morning, and I want to go online, and the church is sleeping there, and I feel I am shattered. I'm blocked. Like, my mind is blocked. My heart is, I don't know. I'm like, that is the church that I'm supposed to be standing on the beautiful altar, preaching, an altar that was very big and beautiful. You remember it? Ilikuwa 50 meters. Altar yetu ilikuwa 50 meters hivi urefu yake. Yani you could walk from here to there, and then I'm here live on the phone preaching, and it was weighing me down. Instead of making me better, it was making me worse. And one day on Sunday, I woke up, I tried to take a shower, I tried to put makeup, I tried to dress up, I tried everything, and I couldn't. And I went back to the bed and I covered myself and I slept unapologetically, because I felt if you do not take a break, Monicah, you will break down, on that camera preaching. And that is how I took a break. I'll speak in depth on another video how I took the break. The therapist was telling me, Monicah, you got to take a break or else. The doctor, like everybody, professionals, but the people with me, hey, my goodness. I think it's only one person that was understanding what I'm saying. But the rest of the people, Pana, how can you stop preaching? What will you be doing? And all that and so forth and so on. So guys, that is what happened to our church. And that is how we went online. And I decided to take a break. I'll be starting now from there, how I decided to take a break. So you better watch the next video that I'm gonna, maybe I'll be live or something. I don't know. Maybe I might come live or I will upload it. Whichever the case, I'll come with the story, how now I broke down to the level I could not preach. And you people, you are seeing me here saying, hi guys, this dress, size this and this. And you say, she's okay, she's strong, she's okay. I'll tell you that part. I will tell you that part. But for those who have been asking about our church, that is what happened. And unfortunately, fortunately, I don't know whether it's fortunately or unfortunately, whichever the case, we had to go, go a step back and, rest and relax. But what I can tell you, I'm still born again, by the way. I love Jesus. He's my personal savior. I love God so much. I've not left God. I love God. And maybe you're asking, PM, what next? Next is this. The month of April, we are going back now officially on all our platforms, social media platforms. We are going to be online. Before I announce about the church, God knows about the other church. I have not decided anything yet because I have phobia with lands. I will not lie. I have phobia. I don't know that phobia when it will end, but I have phobia with anything called land. And again, about hiring a place, I have been figuring out, I've been checking here and there, but I will let you know. I'm not yet ready. I am not yet ready for physical church, but I'm very ready for the online church. So we are commanding the month of April together. From the 1st of April, actually, the end of this month, it should be 30th or 31st. I think 31st. Tonight, the night of 31st, we should be commanding the gates of April together. And from there, we are going to be online. I'll be keeping you posted on what next. If we are taking a land, I don't know, maybe I lease, but not buying. I don't know. If we are taking a hall, I will let you know. anything, I'll let you know. But for now, we are going to be online, purely online, and we are going to be having 3 services. That is Prophetic Sunday service, and then Prophetic Hour service Wednesday night, and then a mini Kesha every Friday. Ooh, I'm excited about this Kesha. I don't know, but I'm excited because Kesha has a lot of time. We are going to be praying together. I'm going to be praying for you live. I'm going to be, preaching. It is, Kesha, it's long. So we are going to be having a lot of time of interaction. So mark the dates from April all the way going. We are going to be online. And if we have to be physical, I will let you know what time and all that. But for now, we are going to be back online because I had taken that sabbatical leave, which I needed. The 3 months, I needed them. I needed the break. But now I can feel I'm good. Mentally, I'm good. Emotionally, I'm good. Physically, I'm good. Spiritually, I'm good. I am ready to do this. So guys, msishangae kwa nini PM alinyamaza, kwa nini PM aliamua kufanya biashara, maana mumeniingililia. Lakini I needed the break out of ministry, out of preaching, out of prophecy, out of everything, out of anything that is ministry. I had to get out of that to be okay. So in the next video, I'll tell you my journey, emotional journey that I had especially for few months ago, like 5-6 months coming this way. Mbeleni nilikuwa niko sawa. I was trying, but from August, when the church went down, coming this way, it was bad. So I'll be sharing how bad it was. I'll be sharing how I overcame it and what happened and all that. So guys, wale mnauliza, nimewajibu that what happened to our church, but we thank God he's still faithful. He's a faithful God. We know that the cathedral we are going to build next, woo, the one that we're gonna build, mulikuwa mnasema tumejenga ya Kasarani. Woo, I cannot wait for this one. So if you're new here, welcome again. I really ask you to subscribe. Please, kama unani watch na uja subscribe, si uguze tu your button and God will bless you. You can as well share this video. Let people know what was happening. And I felt it's good I talk now. I was not ready to talk back then. But when you see me talking about it, I'm good. I'm healed. That I'm talking about it and I'm not crying. I know that I'm good. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for loving on me. Thank you so very much. And I know when I come live to preach, I know you will come. Please, mukuje munitie moyo. Mukuje mutie pastor moyo. I'm looking forward for April. I cannot wait. So the Lord bless you so much. And make sure you watch the next video, because the next video, I'll be sharing more of me and more of my feelings and emotions and all that and whatever happened and now how I'm feeling. And I know that God will bless you. So keep it right here. And you can follow me on all my social media platforms. Facebook, Prophetess Monicah. TikTok, Prophetess Monicah. Instagram, Prophetess Monicah. And make sure you subscribe to this channel and touch the bell so that anytime I upload a video, you are notified that I have uploaded a video. Thank you so very much. Mungu wabariki kwa kunipenda. Munanipenda nikiuza manguo, munanipenda nikipika, munanipenda nikihubiri. Yani si Mungu wabariki sana sana. Thank you my followers, my disciples, my partners, my sponsors, the people that when I need them, even financially, they come. And I don't know, you have never met you, but you come and you do magic, you know. Thank you for loving my videos. Thank you for watching my preachings. May the Lord bless you. Nawapenda sana na Mungu awaweke salama. Shalom. Thank you. By the way, tulikuwa na Premier Gang. Inaitagwa Premier Gang. Premier Gang ndio wanaochingi tukiwa live. Tulikuwa na watu. Tuko nao. Wonderful. Hey, tuko nao watu wote. By the way, I've never gone live like this. Naendaga tu live nikiwa kwa madhabahu huko. I've never gone live like this. So, I don't know. It's a good feeling, by the way. I should be doing this often. So, Mungu abariki the live gang. You are live gang. Nyi mlikuwa gang yenye iko live. Thank you. I know that your comments are amazing. That one I know. I know that you are loving on me and loving on my dress and my makeup and my hair and my nails. Thank you. I know I'm beautiful. Nasiringi. Anyway guys, tuonane kwa video ingine. Mungu wabariki sana and I cannot wait to come back to preach. Hey, this time round. I'll be breathing fire. You know, nimekuwa rejuvenated, nimerest, nimekuwa renewed. I'm bouncing back like never before. So, Mungu awabariki, ninawapenda. Share this video please. Make sure you share, please. Nawapenda.